Hello, Wanderlusters. It's a pleasure having you here. A warm welcome to all our new subscribers and a hearty shout out to the regulars. Your support is truly appreciated. If you haven't done so yet, do consider hitting that subscribe button and giving this video a like. Now let's delve into the crux of today's video. We're going to explore something rather unexpected, the least friendly countries in the world. Intrigued? Stay tuned as we embark on this intriguing journey to discover the 10 least friendly countries in the world. Starting off the countdown, at number 10, we have the icy land of Russia. Now, don't get me wrong, Russia is a country of immense beauty, with its grand architecture and vast landscapes. But it's the frosty demeanor of its inhabitants that lands it on this list. Visitors often report a general lack of warmth and hospitality, with locals appearing distant and unapproachable. It's not uncommon to feel a chilly reception, rather than a warm welcome. Cultural differences might play a significant role here, as Russians tend to be reserved and direct, which can sometimes come off as unfriendly to outsiders. So, if you're planning a trip to Russia, brace yourself for some cold shoulders along with the cold weather. Remember, it's not personal, it's just their way. 1 down, 9 more to go. Hang tight. Moving swiftly along, coming in at number 9, we find ourselves in the heart of Eastern Europe. Yes, folks, it's none other than Belarus. Now, don't get me wrong, Belarus has a rich tapestry of history and culture that's worth exploring. But according to a good number of travelers, the locals can sometimes be a bit, well, cold. Visitors often report a lack of warmth and friendliness, making it feel like you're navigating through a sea of stone-faced individuals. And while we can chalk it up to cultural nuances, it's still a bit disheartening when you're on the receiving end. Now on to number 8. We're making a bit of a leap here, all the way to Asia. Brace yourselves, we're heading to Russia. Known for its grand architecture and a history that could fill a library, Russia has a lot to offer for the curious traveler. However, the Russian sternness is no secret. Many tourists have found the locals to be somewhat aloof and unapproachable. While it may not be a universal experience, it's prevalent enough to land Russia a spot on our list. It's important to note that these experiences aren't representative of every single person in these countries. There are plenty of warm, welcoming individuals in both Belarus and Russia, ready to show you the best their countries have to offer. But it seems that the overall impression left on travelers is one of aloofness and a lack of friendliness. Remember, traveling is about immersing yourself in new cultures and experiences, so don't let a few unfriendly encounters deter you from exploring these fascinating countries. Who knows? You might even find that the locals warm up to you once they get to know you a bit better. Are you surprised? Well, it's about to get even more interesting. Halfway through, and it's getting intense. At number 7, we find ourselves in Russia. Known for its rich history and cultural heritage, Russia surprisingly makes the list due to a perceived lack of warmth from its locals. The Russian approach to hospitality can often be misinterpreted as rude by visitors accustomed to more overt expressions of friendliness. Moving on to number 6, we land in China. With its bustling cities and breathtaking landscapes, it's a destination many of us dream of visiting. However, the cultural differences and language barrier often lead to misunderstandings, resulting in a perception of unfriendliness. It's worth noting, though, that these experiences can vary greatly depending on the region of the country you're visiting. As we continue our journey, we arrive at number 5, France. Yes, the land of love and lights. France has a reputation for being home to some of the world's rudest people. Visitors often report feeling ignored or slighted in restaurants and shops. However, it's important to remember that what may seem like rudeness to an outsider could just be the French way of maintaining a certain level of formality and respect. Now, it's crucial to understand that these rankings are based on visitor perceptions and experiences which can vary widely. It's always a good idea to approach each new destination with an open mind and heart. Remember that what might seem rude in one culture could be completely normal in another. It's all about understanding and respecting cultural differences. So we've covered numbers 10 through 5, from the cold corners of Russia to the bustling streets of China and onto the romantic streets of France. We've seen a diverse range of countries and cultures. It's a fascinating, albeit slightly uncomfortable, journey we're on. But it's not over yet. 5 down, 5 more to go. Can you guess what's coming up next? We're down to our top 4. Brace yourself. At number 4, we find ourselves in the heart of Eastern Europe with none other than the Republic of Bulgaria. Known for its rich history and stunning landscapes, it's a shame that the locals aren't as warm as the views. Some travelers have reported feeling unwelcome with a sense of hostility from the locals. But remember, every experience is subjective and your journey might be different. Moving on to number 3, we venture into South Asia, to the land of the Himalayas, Nepal. Despite its breathtaking beauty and spiritual allure, tourists have reported a lack of friendliness from the locals. It's important to note that this could be due to language barriers or cultural differences. Now, we're at our runner-up. The silver medal of unfriendliness goes to Russia. Despite its fascinating history and rich culture, tourists often report a cold reception. Some attribute this to the language barrier, while others believe it's a cultural norm. But hey, who knows? Maybe you'll find a warm babushka who will prove this stereotype wrong. And finally, we've arrived at the peak of our list. The gold medal for the least friendly country in the world goes to France. Yes, you heard it right. The land of romance, fine wine, and gastronomical delights takes the top spot. Despite its worldwide popularity, many tourists report experiencing an aloof and indifferent attitude from the locals. Some say it's a cultural misunderstanding, while others believe it's a reaction to the heavy tourist traffic. But one thing's for sure, a little French can go a long way in warming up those frosty interactions. And there you have it, the top 10 least friendly countries in the world. What an expedition it's been! Let's quickly recap. We journeyed through 10 countries, each unique in their own way, but sharing the unfortunate title of being among the rudest and least friendly. From the frosty receptions to the brusque encounters, we've covered it all. This list isn't definitive, but it gives you a flavor of what to expect. Remember, travel is about experiences, and even the most unfriendly places can leave you with unforgettable memories. Until next time, safe travels.